This was really, really super fun. Watching Edith Hall and Emily Wilson discuss Emily's translation of the Iliad. They pause at intervals. Edith waves a hand, and forth come Juliet Stevenson and Tobias Menzies to do some acting of the translation. The actors have been sitting either side of the central academics, quiet, in black, not engaged in the conversation. Whatever would they have to say? It is symbolic. The show is further irked by the sad voices of the academics, staccato with Emily excitement and Edith snobbiness, which is a shame to watch as it doesn't seem to be Edith's nature to be snobby, just her job. The actors are good, famous, but mostly charming and deep-voiced, no staccato, no nervousness or self-consciousness. They read their passages, then are wafted back by Edith to their quiet corners to fall inert, like puppets, and wait their next summons. Oh, and they're clapped. The only words they speak are Homer via Wilson, not even hello, cloaked in mystery. They don't shatter the illusion. It's not even irritating anymore. It's just funny to watch. Society and ritual insisting on its priorities. So, what's happening is a translator on paper is translated in voice. The translator on paper is the important one. That's us, which is fine. No point in challenging hierarchy in a world that is almost meaningless without it. But some of us, many of us, might wonder what the actors feel or think about what they're doing. They do feel and think. Imagine. I might find that they might say interesting things because I'm an actor. But I wonder too that the real audience is presented with intellectual, nervous, staccato, light-voiced protestation as if they should identify with that relationship to the material and not the clarifying and feeling of the actors. This connects for me with what the art is meant to be and do. The praise singers of the mead halls of the Anglo-Saxons would sing war songs for warriors. That is the root. In the modern world, the equivalent might be Modern Family, writers and actors singing songs the audience knows, which is very cool. I've watched and enjoyed hours of Modern Family. I think it's quite brilliant. There is a popular show called This Is Us. Well, I don't watch it because it isn't me, which is my arrogance alone. And it is, I've heard, an honest try. Still, we still fight wars. Lots, and watch stupefied, listening to often staccato journalists translating for us, narrating the atrocities. And maybe, just maybe, these wars still dominate because we comfort ourselves with babbling prose, not hearing the poets, the rhapsodes, the actors on war. There is a bit of the Iliad that I can barely get through when I speak it, not the one the academics insist upon. It is Hecuba and Priam calling Hector from the walls of Troy to come back inside, avoid Achilles, run from him, which of course he can't. He doesn't, and it devastates me. Parentheses, it is to me the heart of the fantasies that drive men and women to war, the myth of it, not the truth of it. The truth today is nearer to sitting in a cubicle in front of a screen that lines up the target and pushing a button. Even on the modern battlefield, your death or maiming has no face. It comes from far away, a shooter you never see. We recorded Act 2 of Ivanov yesterday, the play, Chekhov. And an amazing thing happened to my ears, whose subjectivity I confess, but what I heard was Ivanov in trouble, speaking to his audience about them, not about himself. The player, Angus Kennedy, is a marvelous actor, but I had not witnessed him do this before. It changed the game. He is a less narcissistic actor than many, so there is no pride in his special feeling, just, I'm really stuck because I am like you, human. With this, in the middle of your play, he is inundated by characters offering solutions, advising, condemning him, drawn into his realization of self and realizing their own until he takes control, and then bang. And we leave the place wiser for having been there, or at least deeper for having witnessed it. It was really quite unique experience to see that happen.